Wasn't there a shapeshifter or something story, you know?
Yes, several. Which one you want?
The one that was turned into a horse?
Yep, that happened at Siloam.
What was that one?
Them houses that Jimmy was talking about. Matthew Kemp was up there when he was a little boy, and there was a medicine man come up there. And when there was, the old timers wouldn't let the kids around them. And this old boy, he stayed for a while, and they smoked some tobacco or cigarettes or whatever, and drank some coffee, and finally it got late, pretty late. He said he had to go home, so he took off, and for some reason Matthew Kemp followed him, and he cut across the pasture, and he said he seen that old boy go across the fence, and then he never came out, but a horse took off running across that field. You know, he changed into a horse. That old boy never did come out of it, but you know, that Matthew could see with that horse come out of there.
No, you know who Matthew is, don't you?
Is that Reems?
Yeah.
Why do you think that? Why do you think he turned into a horse?
To get back home faster.
Is this a transportation method?
Yeah.
What other ones he got?
What else you got?
It's like, Coach Gregory, what you got?
I'm not sufficiently terrified. Go ahead.
The
Remy
one
said
that
when she
chased
worked-
me up, Chuck Dahl Reeves.
Oh, that one's a scary one. Remy said what, Mama?
When she worked in the dental at Stillwell, well, she said that every Monday that the clinic was just right there too, you know, that they would get so many people that would come in that had been changed and been shot, and they'd have to dig the bullets out of them and everything, and them girls would tell the dental about it.
Dad was telling me one time when they was off, when Kyoto was a bustling city, all them old men was standing around gabbing one time, and there's a stranger come walking down the middle of the main street, I guess where Burris's was. Alongside used to be an old barber shop just around the corner, and they had a bench out there, and
Hey, can you see?
Oh, well.
an old boy come walk. He had a duster on and a big black hat, and nobody could see his face really, and he had his hands in his pockets, and they thought he was walking kind of funny. And anyway, the back of his coat started jerking, you know.
Jerking?
Yeah, it's just jerking like he had something under there. And
Like it on his back, or?
yeah, like on his back. And somebody got a look at him. It might have been Daddy. Said he was a Opa.
Really?
Yeah. So they all ganged up on him. I guess they were going to do something about it, but you know he
Flew
took off.
away?
Yeah, no, he didn't fly away, but they was afraid to get too close to him.
Oh my
Like-
gosh.
What was he?
Opa.
Ow.
Ooh.
You know what
And Dad
Opa
was
means.
working below the house one time.
Oh, that one gave me chills, Daddy. I've never heard that one before.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's new.
He was working. You know where you jumped? That turkey jumped you.
No, I don't remember. I'm sorry, what?
Well,
I already
anyway,
has bad juju there.
there used to be an old spring there where that rock I got in the backyard, where Mom had her.
We're muffled.
She did her
Laundry it up.
laundry. Anyway, that gate and that fence, there used to be a little wooden gate there, and Dad was stretching wire through there and digging post holes and stuff, and he said he seen this strange dog come walking down the railroad tracks.
Did he love dogs like you and I do?
Yeah. And, you know, he just was talking to it, and that dog never looked at him or nothing. He said it looked like one of those beagles or a basset hound or something like that. He said it never would wag his tail at him or anything. He just looked at him and just walked right by him. And the closer he got, you know...
Oh my God, Delaney!
What in the world?
Oh, Lord.
What in the world?
That made me ready to clean off the
The woman!
Where?
I didn't see her, but I just vomited all over myself.
Lord, I thought I'd been shot.
I thought you said you wanted to hear a scary story.
I dang near peed my
No, did you spook? Did you touch her?
No, I didn't scare her. No, I screamed. Oh my God, I looked over and I saw someone standing there at the side of the road. I didn't hear her. I was really listening, but I spooked a lot. Did we crush you against the side of the road? Oh my God, I peed myself.
I thought my head hit the window when you.
I was like, okay, this is why we can't tell her scary stories, because you'll pee yourself,
And you'll pee yourself.
I pee myself, and the dog
Mom started clapping.
Go, Jimmy, go.
What was that about, man?
I see why they say you have wrecks when you get close to home.
Oh, Lord.
Oh gosh, I saw. I looked over the side and there was someone that's like standing there on the side of the road, like out of the corner of my eye. It was like, for some reason I thought they were in the car with us, so I went into panic mode. We broke all Dad's roofs because the side of the door. Because we were all on that side of the seat for a minute there.
It wasn't Jimmy's driving, it was y'all pulling me out the door.
Hey, I did pretty good. I didn't run off the ditch. Anything else. And I thought, the way she screamed, I thought I got shot. I'm gonna look for the bullet hole.
For about 5 seconds, we were stacked 3 deep back here. She did that. I looked over at Jimmy. Oh gosh.
No more scary stories for y'all.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
sorry, I looked over and I saw something. I was really concentrating on it because I was trying to figure out
With the dog, what's wrong with that
what's
dog?
wrong with the dog.
The dog scared the poo out of
I know it.
her. I'll tell you in the daylight.
You almost made me say a bad word, lady. It was coming out. Then I was like, stop myself.
Why won't that dog wag its tail?
Well, finish the story now. I gotta hear the rest of it.
Yeah. I want to hear. I was in the front.
You're in light now, lady.
Well, there's someone like right there.
Okay, I believe you. I've seen some of them before.
We've established that.
No, I believe you, baby.
I think I scared her off. None of us have any bones left in our body. Okay, keep going, Paul.
We'll wonder where my bruise come from.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry that
man.
it's taken me this long to say sorry. I've been in a panic for the last.
My head is literally ringing.
Oh, that was the loud scream. I think I saw a shot. That sounded like a good shot.
I screamed too. You screamed. We had the same. Why wait until the last minute? we had the
Might be
same.
your last scream. You don't want to lose it.
It's like whenever you put 2 bullhorns together, it makes a louder bullhorn. We had the same voice, so it just built off each other. Then we all scooted south really quickly.
Well, anyway, the dog was walking down the stairs. I gotta hear the rest of the story.
Okay, well, Daddy was down there by himself, and alongside that railroad track, fixing that old fence up.
Oh, I'm gonna have to sit up.
And that dog kept getting closer, and that, Daddy would talk to him, and that dog just kept coming toward him, and he never did wag his tail or, you know, acknowledge him or anything. And so Daddy just stood there and leaning on that post, looking at it. And it got closer. He said, "Man, that," you know, he thought to himself, "That thing walked kind of funny." And he looked down, and it had human hands in the front.
Goodness.
And it walked right by him, never acknowledged him at all. Just kept, you know, walked on toward the north. And you know, he said he never seen it again, didn't know who it was or whatever. But
See, if I saw a dog with human hands and I was building fence, my first thing would be take my sledgehammer and knock its head off.
Yeah.
it was a wooden fence.
Take the log
Wasn't no-
and beat. Do the noise that I
And
just did.
then one time, about the same place down through there, he was, I think, dipping water for Mom or something, getting ready
Oh, we
to
gonna get in the house.
wash clothes and stuff. And
I know.
he kept hearing something
I'm
rustling in the
You mean to go sit
in
right
the
there?
leaves, in the trees and stuff. And he thought, you know, well, it's just a bird, or sounded kind of like a bird or a squirrel or something rustling around up there. And finally, he looked up, and he said it was a human in there, standing on those branches, but you could see through it.
Oh my
And
Lord.
it was up in there rustling the leaves and stuff, but you could see through it, and you know, it had a face and everything.
Oh, you just wonder where all this stuff is now, though. I mean, you think the world's just so populated now, these things are treated to...
And
I don't know what. Well, people still see them. You get out, you know.
Or maybe it's just
but
us.
people just say they're crazy, you know.
Yeah, or-
And do you think Moffel was just the bravest man in the world ever?
Yeah.
I think he's pretty brave because he does some pretty brave stuff.
I gotta get my stuff out of the back, Jay. That
Like when
lady
that
got me in.
witch doctor would come see us, he wouldn't let the kids anywhere near them, but he'd go out there and talk to them.
Moffel was the bravest man in the entire world.
Well, I'm not, apparently.
I'm literally hurting from
No, that was just.
whatever.
Hang on, will you get my bowl, Jay?
I'm getting it.
And where's your pits?